Heyo, and welcome to Cyberpunk. You guys want to be able to do this? Not a bullet fired. Ain't that neato? If you want an effective Netrunner build, stick around. I'm gonna help you out. So, coming out of the prologue, you are not gonna have a lot. As you can see by my character, it's kind of low on the food chain. And unfortunately, you have to think of the Netrunner like a magic user. At its core, this is a RPG. And being one, magic users are going to be very weak up front, very powerful later on. So the first rule of building an effective Netrunner is don't be a Netrunner. It's going to be too hard up front, and the game is really forgiving on the combat up front. So we're going to take advantage of that. Now I put 7 into technical ability and 5 into cool. I'm going for a battle mage, combat mage type build. If you want to go pure mage, Netrunner, I would recommend swapping that. 5 into technical, 7 into cool. Now once we're free from the prologue and on the street, the first thing we want to do is pay off an old debt. Now, trying to stay spoiler-free as possible, you owe this dude money. So, we gotta pay him off. On the map, you will find him located right here. He's that Ripper Doc. This is your house. This is him. Now, he's gonna want 20-something K, I believe. Let's run over there and see exactly how much we owe him. Okay, over here in Victor's clinic, you can just chat with him real quick. 21,000 Eddie. That is a lot of money. And he won't talk to you until then. So, first thing we do is go into your journal. And we're going to avoid the main jobs for now because we don't want to really start the story until we're juiced up enough to, effectively use a Netrunner. So, on to the side jobs and the gigs. These are safe to do. Moderate means at your level. Very high is going to destroy you. And very low you can do, but you're not going to get a lot of XP. So go through these until you have your 21,000 Eddie, which will be right there. Just loot and sell everything and pay off Victor. Let's make him happy. Okay, once you have paid Victor off, you'll notice that his dialogue options change. You can now buy cyberware from him.
Was thinking about swapping some chrome. You got any new toys?
Have a look.
Now what we want to buy is an arms mod, specifically the projectile launch system. And that's going to be another 15 grand, so lovely there. And you need 20 street cred. Unfortunately, we do not have the street cred. So that means we need to go back to the grind. Now looking on the map, the easiest way to get this is actually going to be over on your map. You'll see these little blue dots. Assault in progress. A lot of it will be danger low, at least in this initial startup area. And then you can scoot over here, go to moderate. These will give you a little more XP. But you just need to grind these out. These and the side jobs. The ones that are not specific to a side quest. These sometimes will give you street cred. Most of the time you get more from these little assaults and things like that, just because they're so fast to do. So you need to go do a bunch of those until 20 street cred is hit. Now to help you out, over in body, and you don't really have to invest anything into it, you can get regeneration, which will give you a little bit of health during combat. And you will also get Pack Mule. That'll help you carry more stuff. If you wanted to, you can invest just a couple of points. I believe it's up to 5 into body. And you can get the max health up by 10, which there's 3 levels to that if you need more health in your health pool. Now, I do recommend going to body 6 only because there are a lot of weapons that is going to be a requirement. Rifles, revolvers, things like that. And if you want to play from a distance like I do, rifles are super handy, which means body of 6, you're going to need that eventually anyway. So you might as well get it early on. Off to the grind to Street Cred 20. And once we finally get our 20 Street Cred and we've got some cash, it is time to go buy our upgrade from Victor. One thing I did forget to tell you, and this will come in handy. Ammo can be tough to come by. If you go under your crafting menu, there it is, right at the bottom. With common components, you can make any kind of ammo you need. You can also make healing items. Really, really cheap. Yeah, the bounce back. So, you'll want that. And in your inventory, if you go to your backpack, a lot of these items can be broken down. Like your junk, you'll see in the components corner here, it'll light up and tell you how many you get for what. Consumables as well. And cheaper than buying ammo are these things. Buy yourself some cans. Pick them up. And then you can go to your inventory. And these are the ones we bought. We'll break them all down. There we go. And we get a bunch of components. Then we can use those to make ammo. Ups your crafting skill, and cheaper than buying bullets. So, anyway, off we go to Victor's.
Was thinking about swapping some chrome. You got any new toys?
Have a look.
And we're gonna buy this. So, neat. Thank you, Victor. Now that is Nito Torpedo. We can shoot a rocket out of our arm. All you have to do, and you'll notice in your inventory, it replaces your grenade slot. So no more grenades for you. You'll have to change that out if you want it. But you do have arm rockets, which do this. Fun, huh? Run from the cops. We got one more place to go. On the map I will show you, it is over here in Haywood, in Wells Springs. There is a Ripper Dock right here on the coast. We need to go visit that dude. So I'll meet you over there when I've outrun the cops and everything. Alright, here's the Ripper Dock, Dock Rider, that we need to visit next. And I'll point out, if you saw in that previous clip, the aim on that projectile rocket can be wonky. It tends to lock on to a target, and it likes that dude no matter who you pick. So, yeah, beware of that.
Great. So, as I was saying.
So from this dude, you don't want to buy any actual cyberware. You want to go into this trade menu. And what we're buying is the tranquilizer rounds. Only 500 Eddie, so super cheap. Pick those up. The weird thing about this game is there is no cooldown or timer or anything like that for tranquilizing. You hit them, they're down. I haven't run into a person yet that isn't a one-shot with this thing. It's a bit slow to fire, and as you saw, wonky aim. But man, it's powerful. So we need to go into our cyberware, to our projectile system, and we're going to put the tranquilizer rounds, looks like I already had some, probably from a drop, into this thing. So there we go. Now we have this Nito torpedo thing installed. We're going to head down here. In Pacifica, which is in this part of the map, there is a clothing store right there. And that's where we're going to start. So I'll meet you guys over at the clothing spot. So far, combat has pretty much been just aim and shoot, and you'll go to your menu and you'll look at your inventory and go, okay, what has the highest value? And you'll pick something with a high DPS and run with it. It's been pretty effective. I mean, it does this. You get the right weapons, you can do some work. That's fun, right? Well, now we have a new projectile launcher. Combat's going to be a little bit different from here out. It's going to be something more like this. See those two dudes? Right there? Alright. And that's it. And they're out. Now what's awesome is they are unconscious. So you notice I got experience and everything for that. Well, now I can do this. More XP, more street cred. In essence, doubling what you do. Now that's nice. Now let's run down to this clothing store, and I'll show you why this is handy. Okay, so here we are coming up on the clothing store. You see that ramp there? That ramp is going to be important. This is just north of the clothing store. And out front, you'll see a bunch of bad dudes hanging out. There's usually some voodoo boys right there, and a couple of mercs over here. Now, sometimes there's a lot more. So we're going to start by taking these folks out with our handy dandy new rocket launcher. And these guys too. There we go. Now I'm trying to level up my rifle, so we will bust out a rifle here. There we go. And finish him off. All right. How about you? Nope. There we go. And we're going to loot everything. He had rare quick hack components this time. This is the guy. There's always one Netrunner over here that you want to watch for his loot especially. There's two quick hacks that you cannot buy that we're looking for. They have to appear as drops. It's cyberpsychosis and suicide. You can only get them from these guys, and there's two of them on this route, so you're going to love this especially. Anyway, after you take out these dudes, right across the street over here, in front of this door, is a dude, and you want to stay over on this side. I'll show you why in a second, but we're going to take him out real quick. Nighty-night. And then there's three dudes right there that we're going to take out. I can see. Wonky aim. Now, before we finish them off, there's some dudes over here that will spring up on you if they hear gunfire. You take them. There we go. See ya. You guys too. So that's fun. Now we're gonna go up these stairs. And there's gonna be 3 dudes right there. Now, one of these is the second Netrunner. So make sure to pay especially close attention to his loot.
In the kisser again.
Now, instead of killing them right out the gate, same reason, there's 3 dudes right over there. So we'll take them first. There we go. Now this guy dropped something fun. What was it? Detonate grenade. That is not one that I particularly want, but it is a rare one that you cannot buy. So that's one of the types of loot that I'm talking about. This awesome possum. Yeah, got some stuff on them. Loot, 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 loot. And just there we go. And we're gonna do them to you two. There we go. Alright. Now by the time you get back downstairs, a lot of times these guys will have respawned. So we're gonna hit them again. Now this guy dropped another purple. What do you get? Suicide! Hey, that's one of the 2 we're looking for. Neato Torpedo. Now we're gonna run away. Run away all the way to that ramp. There's the ramp. And we're gonna keep running away until we hear that gunfire. Now there's something happening over here. Seems to always be happening. Just ignore that. Turn around, run on back to the clothing store. Look who's back. In fact, the whole circuit is back now. There they are. Fun. And see our street cred going up. Suicide! There we go. So, fun stuff. Keep doing that. And we're going to do that until 3 things happen. 1, 49 street cred. You can go ahead and shoot for 50. 50's the cap. But 49 is what we need for this one piece of equipment. So you're going to need that. Now, make sure to loot and sell everything, because you're going to need at least 50,000 Eddie. Maybe more. In fact, more is better. But 50,000, that's going to be minimum. And the last thing you're going to need is those quick hacks that we were looking at. Suicide was one of them. We got that. Cyberpsychosis will be another one. I like those two. You don't have to get them, but they're going to be on your route if you keep your eye open. So anyway, grind, grind, grind. Get to 49. See you guys in a minute. Okay, so for everybody who's been patient so far and wondering, when am I going to start talking about Netrunners? This is your wax on, wax off moment. It's right now. As you're going through getting all these levels, put everything in intelligence. Obviously, you want to build that up to 20 as fast as possible, but really level 16 is going to be the key. This is how I've set up breach protocol. These are the important ones that you're going to want, is mass vulnerability, physical resistance down 30%, obviously awesome. And also the upgrade for resistances. That way, poison, fire, shock, things like that, also 30% hit. And finally, this guy, mass vulnerability quick hacks. Now this makes everybody on the network take that damage. That is going to be super important for what comes next. Now, as you get into hacking, obviously, the bonuses at level 20 that I really like are this automatic upload called Head Start, and this one called Compression, because it makes the breach protocol that much easier. And then the rest of this stuff is to give me more RAM. Again, thinking of this as a magic system, the RAM is your magic points. So the more you have, the better off you are. Over in quick hacking, now these perks, there's also some very important ones. I took Biosynergy because, well, it allows for RAM recovery. Again, I want to recharge during combat. That's nice. And then this guy, quick hacks deal more damage. Now they already have the resistances down. This is going to make 30% more damage. Duration over 50%. Not a big deal on some of these, but like on the Contagion and the Overheat, those do run on a timer. So it's good to have them on fire longer. And this is the beautiful one. Quick hacks deal critical damage based on your crit chance. Now your crit chance can be augmented through clothing, through cyberware, all kinds of stuff. Anything that increases crit chance, your quick hacks now do that. That is amazing. I also took the jump to additional targets because I like to use the Contagion spread one. That's pretty cool. But then overall, you need the crafting ones. You notice the crafting epic. Over here, I believe, is, crafting legendary, crafting rare. You want all of the crafting ones. And I'll explain why in just a minute. But first, do some shopping. Now, you want to buy a legendary cyber deck. I like this one over at Doc Riders. It requires 49 street cred. You saw my character thing. I went ahead and got 50. But at 49, you can afford this guy.
As I was saying.
This one, the Netwatch Net Driver. And what I really like about that, it has one extra RAM unit than the others that are legendary, which awesome. But it's the extra damage. Notice it deals extra 30% damage. That's on top of the bonus that we just took with our skills. Plus it has a super fast recovery rate and a large spread distance bonus. So for offense, this thing is amazing. And this will probably eat up most of your money. But as time goes on, I highly recommend getting the reinforced tendons to do a double jump. There's also a version where you can do a charge jump, entirely up to you. And then these, the visual cortex increases crit damage by 45%. Again, remember, quick hacks do crit damage now, so more damage. And then this guy, which increases crit chance. Again, remember, you can augment. There's some stuff for the eye too that you can get that I have not gotten yet. That'll up your crit chance as well. And then the X disc, which is just more RAM. So this is a lot of extra money. You'll get that as you grind a few missions in, so don't worry about that right out of the gate. This operating system right here or at least one of your choice. I recommend this one. That's what you need to get first off. Hey, dude. Now, for the quick hacks, most of them you should already have from the random drops that you did on that little Voodoo Boy blow-up grind. But if you did not get everything that you need, these are the shops that will carry it. They, yeah, these guys, these little square doohickeys with the money sign, those guys right there, Netrunner. You can buy the missing programs from them. The only ones that I really like that you cannot buy is Suicide and Cyberpsychosis, which, if you didn't get on that grind, I'd really be surprised. I even was, during the demo, I think I got 2 copies of one of them. So they're rare, but not that rare. Okay, now once you have all of that, you need to go into your inventory, and of course we need to load our cyber deck. Now you notice they come in different rarities as well, and part of the crafting, you can't build these, you have to start with the base unit. So, and you cannot have them loaded either. So like, let's say I want to upgrade, I have ping here, yeah, ping is super low, it's just a green uncommon. So you go over to crafting, and you'll notice the quick hacks are right along there with the rest of your recipes. So for ping, see, I'd have to have the uncommon version, which I have, and then these components. Hit craft. There we are. Now that disappeared, but over in my inventory, I will now have the blue version of ping. Right there. And so that's the only way to get these upgraded. Again, thinking magic, this is your spell list. This is your active spell book. You can have 6 active at a time with this particular board, which is about as good as it gets. So, yeah, upgrading these to the best level possible as quickly as possible is great. Okay, so I know you're thinking to yourself that this might have been a waste because you've done the Netrunner thing and all I did was show you a few perks in there to get, like that's going to make a big difference. Well, it does. That mass vulnerability 30%, the dex 30%, the different bonuses that you got from those quick hacks, and then leveling up your quick hacks using the crafting system, you'll be amazed at the difference it makes. For example, let's do the same run, but let's try to not spend a single round of ammunition. Now we're going to start by, we cannot do breach protocol, so we're going to miss out on some of the extra damage. That's because they're not on a network. If they're inside of a building or something like that, you'll have the advantage of that breach protocol bonus. But since we don't, let's just, yeah, let's start with Contagion. With you, and we're gonna make you way over here go nuts. Let's back up so they don't see me. And all we have to do is stand there and watch this happen for a minute. Okay, time to boost it up again. Let's overheat that guy. And this guy, what are we gonna do to him? Spread some more contagion over there. Oh, he just died instantly. That was a bummer. Oh, that one is mad at me. He needs to stop being mad at me. Alright, well that's that group down. Take that. There's some other neat stuff. Let's loot real quick. Good enough. Yeah, my inventory's getting full. Okay. Juice up our health, and let's finish this out. We got Mr. Solo by the door over there. I don't really want to even deal with him, so let's just do that. See ya, man. Alright. Now, nobody else is really going to react to that, so that's cool. And as you can see, our ram's pretty well spent. So we're going to stand here for just a second and let that recharge. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's finish these 3 off real quick. Yeah, I know you see me. Ain't it lovely? Not gonna change nothing. Alright, there's those 3. Let's see what you got. Something purple, something blue. Give me that. That's good loot right there. Okay. Now we have these 3 people that are over here hiding underneath the awning. Yeah, there they are. What should we do with these guys? Let's let's overheat them. And we'll throw contagion on you. There we go. Oh, that one lived. That is a shame. Correct that situation, please. Thank you. Okay. Let's go floating loot and all. Nah, nothing cool on them. Okie dokie. Well, let our ram pick up a little bit while we walk over to the next group. We do have a group of 3 over here. That should do. And we'll do the same trick. They're nice and clustered. So let's throw a contagion on one and an overheat on the other. That should do the trick. No! We had another survivor. Well, we can correct that real quick. There we are. Okay, what do we got on you? Some rare quick hacks and a ping module, which we can break down later if we wanted to. Now this one sitting down on the bench over there is looking particularly lazy. And since we can't breach protocol to get extra weaknesses, I think I'm just going to make one of these guys go all ham on the others. Let's see. Let's let the fisticuffs guy go. Yeah, he looks like he'd be interesting. Cyberpsychosis for you. There we go. Now he's going to go crazy and attack the others. And we'll just let them duke it out for a minute. that guy's not taking any damage, and I don't like that. So let's throw some contagion on you. And there's you. Yeah, not liking it, are you? Really? Do 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 do. What a thought. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take those. And, yeah. Alright. That's the little circuit there. Let's see if these little dudes popped right back up for us. At the clothing store. No. Not this time. Too efficient. Well, there you have it. Not a shot fired, and the same people dead. Oh, there they are. There's a couple of them. Alright, so I want you to catch fire. And then you... I guess they're both going to catch fire. Yeah. Woof. That has to sting. Yeah. Too bad. Okay. So as you can see, the Netrunner is efficient when you put the right skills in place. Make sure to get that mass vulnerability. Make sure to get all of the quick hack damage bonuses. And make sure to get the right deck. And you'll be good to go. Good luck, everybody. Have some fun out there.